Hi, this is Dia Roy Chaudhary, and I will be introducing my third assessment. The chosen community was Kaltagjara, also known as Docker River, which is situated 670 kilometers southwest of Alex Springs. The disaster that was chosen was healthcare due to trachoma, which is an eye disease. It's basically a bacterial infection which later causes blindness. The poor health conditions and sanitation problems in this community is what I would like to fix, and the best way to do that is through educating young ones. Young ones is the best way to avoid health issues. The history of Kaltagjara is that it was established in 1968 and it was occupied by the Oryangat community. The population of Kaltagjara is about 355 people, and the residents are known as Petanjara, Nagatanjara, and Kanyanjara, Aboriginal people. There's an interesting folktale about Kaltagjara. It was basically the Vindalika men and the Mala men. They had a feud. The Mala men had traveled all the way from north to perform a ceremony at Uluru, and they somehow hurt the Vindalika men, and they decided to punish them by conjuring them with an evil spirit, and so that they could haunt them. So Kaltagjara has a local government with about 12 members, and they spread over a large area around till about the Peterman Ranges. The current medical health provided is by the Kaltagjara Community Health Care Center. The facilities of Kaltagjara aren't the best, as the water that is obtained for the entire community is by 3 bores, which is located 1.5 kilometers west of the community. This sort of gives an understanding of how poor their sanitation conditions would be if there is no clean water. Other than the medical center, the current solution that they've been having is education and social marketing. They posted a video on YouTube where children sang a song about healthy sanitary methods. It's called Through My Eyes, and they keep promoting healthy sanitary methods and good hygiene practices by artists painting on the wall, and which is accompanied by slogans. I've been inspired by the Kaltagjara art community. The use of vibrant colors, bold circular motions, and simple lines in their art is very evident, and it brings cultural satisfaction. So I have adapted this in my design in order to educate the young children of Kaltagjara. It would sort of be easier for them to connect with their own cultural background and understand the importance of sanitation. So of course, self-hygiene is very, very, very important for every single person, and they can be achieved by simple keeping your hands clean, washing your face regularly, washing your hands before you eat, brushing your teeth every night, and after waking up, bathing. These are all simple simple ways to keep a healthy life. So I created a mind map and tried to figure out what was the best way to educate children and what would be the fastest way of them learning. And I came to a conclusion that I would create a game on personal hygiene. So I went through all the possible art arts that they had put up on their website, and went through a couple aboriginal symbols that I could probably put in my art so that I could come up with something probably related to that. And I thought, what sort of game would I create? And at first I thought I'd do a simple flashcard game where there'd be a symbol and they'd probably have to guess what it is. But that sort of wouldn't work in, if you see in long terms, as I would want the child to keep going back to the game. So I thought of this game called Find Waldo, or Find Where's Wally. Basically, it's a British series of a puzzle book which was created by Martin Hanford, and you have to find this character in on a page in an intricate illustration. So I brought out all the art pieces that I liked of theirs and saw through their color palette, and then came up with symbols of my own. So basically, the circular symbol that is there is, it's a watering hole. Then these are already symbols that I found on the internet, and then finally I came up with my own symbols, very simple ones. One was mainly for trachoma, since that's such a big problem. Then one was for washing your eyes, and the other one was for washing your hands. And so basically the game would be that there would be a board where the art community itself would paint on it. That's the sort of effect I want. And there would be flashcards. So these are the flashcards. And the kids would be educated on, say, what is trachoma, or say, why do you wash your hands? And the symbols are given, and they would have to find the symbol on the given painting. So this is my first board that I created. It's sort of just like 2 colors that I used and just shades that I used. I wanted it to be on black because I felt like it would bring a sort of stronger impact, and this is what I created digitally. And this is the sort of effect that is given digitally. And this is my second board, which I painted by hand, and I feel this would be even better if the community would create it itself, because this would sort of generate income for them, and also people would be employed. So the materials that I've used is acrylic paints, a piece of paper, and a foam board. What they could use is any sort of paint that they wanted, whatever they are comfortable with. What I would do is just provide them with the symbols, and then it would be on them on how they want to create the pattern and what colors they want to use. It would all be on the community to decide. So this is my process. I sort of forgot to take pictures when I started the drawings, but this is the in-between process, and this is my color palette for both the boards. I decided to go with like shades of pink and like purple in one, and the other like just basic colors. As I said, that they could use any color that they want, since they are pretty experimental with their colors. And yeah, I hope it would work. Thank you.